Look, I don't know if it's a symptom of our generation, but for whatever reason, we always feel tired and mentally drained. It happens to me all the time. You always feel like you're running on burnout. And what I came to realize is that a lot of it's my own mistake. It's mistakes you're making on a daily basis. It's habits that you're implementing on your day that are destroying your energy levels. Let me explain. Number one, and probably the most important thing, is a sedentary life. Look, on an anecdotal note, I notice it on my own life. You probably do too. I love the gym. I go probably almost every day, if not at least 5 times a week. But there have been certain times in my life where I've dropped off for about a week. I think in a worst case, I think I stopped going for about a month. And I instantly saw a drop in my energy level. See, and that's when I realized that inactivity could be the root cause of that feeling of drainage. And the interesting part that this study found is that most people say that they don't go to the gym because they feel too tired. Yet the gym is what's gonna make them feel untired when you start doing it on a consistent basis. So I'm not telling you to get up and go to the gym immediately, but I am telling you, replace some of those sedentary habits that you have with more active ones and start getting into it slowly. So for example, if you always use the elevator, take the flight of stairs a couple times. Instead of taking an Uber all the time, if it's close, walk. Go for a bike ride. If you sit all day, get a standing desk. Doing those little changes in your routine could definitely change your activity levels. Number 2, you're not getting enough sleep. The CDC says that 1 in 3 adults don't get enough sleep, whereas sleep, it should be restful, peaceful, and uninterrupted for a minimum of 7 hours. Now, to reach this level, 1, you're gonna wanna keep electronics at bay, especially at least for that 1 hour right before going to bed. You wanna shut off all your electronics. You wanna keep your room as dark as possible. Shut off all lights, close off all blinds. The darker, the better you're gonna sleep. And finally, and most important, have a sleep and wake time schedule, meaning you're gonna have a time where you go to sleep and a time where you wake up, and you're gonna stick to that routine for at least a week or 2, and you're gonna notice your body just naturally follow that cycle on the daily and how much more energized you're gonna be when you wake up. Number 3, you lack vitamin B12. Look, if you're a vegan or you don't have a balanced diet with all the nutrients you need, you most likely will lack essential vitamins that are crucial for your energy levels, like your vitamin B12, your vitamin D. These should be consumed in your diet, but most of you watching don't have a balanced diet, including myself, because it's almost impossible. This is why I like to add supplements into my diet, like a multivitamin, because I know there's gaping holes in my diet that I need to fill on the daily. Number 4, you lack protein intake. See, consuming enough protein on a daily basis has been found to increase your metabolic rate higher than your carbs and your fats do. And in addition to helping with weight loss, it also helps with that fatigue relief, especially for guys that do a lot of weight training or resistance training. Eating enough protein every day is gonna help you recover faster and help you feel less fatigued so you have more energy. 5, you're not drinking enough water. You have to understand, your body is a legit machine, and every single process that happens inside of this biochemical machine consumes water on a daily basis, every single second, even the breath that you take. So what ends up happening is that you end up expelling all this water through your sweat, through your breath, through your pee, through your fecal matter, which ends up depleting your water supply at a faster rate than the rate that you're actually consuming your water supply. There's been studies that have shown that even being 1% dehydrated is more than enough to start feeling dehydrated and fatigued. This is why consuming enough water on a daily basis is crucial. And finally, number 6, you're just burnt out. And I've felt that. Look, anybody it doesn't matter what field you're in, doesn't matter what you do, whether it's athleticism, academia, your own business, feeling burnt out is normal. And see, the feeling of burnt out usually does not come from just overworking or working all the time. Because if you're working all the time and you're just bagging W's, you're gonna be motivated to continue to work, and it doesn't matter what type of toll it takes on your body. The burnout feeling comes from failures. The burnout feeling comes from working, and not seeing an end in sight. And that's what gets so many people to quit early. So if you're in this stage, just know it is temporary. I can't tell you how long it's gonna last. What I can tell you though, that if you keep going in whatever it is that you're going on, even at the risks of the failures that you're perceiving at the current moment, I promise you, those that make it past that feeling of burnout, those are the guys that are gonna end up being successful. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, boys, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Ritual. They're going to be linked down below as well. That's it from me today. See you next time.